and welcome back to Pause for a Moment with Student Life. My name is Brittnie-Ann,
And my name is Hannah.
and today we're joined by Dr. Jana Schwartz. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to just start with a kind of a big question. Tell us, what's your origin story?
Yeah. So the best part of where I've come from, so I grew up in Iowa, and so I often say all good things have roots too, Iowa. But the way I like to talk about how I grew up in a family that was farmers. And so we grew up there. My parents, though, worked in education, and so I was able to pull those two worlds together. But when I was growing up, I was little, so I think I remember it as 5 or 6 years old, and I was staying at my grandparents' house, and so we were all out on the farm, and my grandpa walks me out holding both sides of my neck and says to my father, who's sitting across the road, "Listen, I don't know what you're going to do with this one. She ain't no good in the kitchen, and she ain't no good in the field. You got to send that one to school." And so I always say to my great, right, like I was so lucky that that was the path that was chosen for me, and I've never, ever regretted for 1 second that I got to go into education.
Wow.
And I really wasn't good in the field or the kitchen.
But you're great in education.
But hey,
Yeah.
right, everybody finds their place,
Yeah.
so yes.
We all
Okay.
have our talent.
That's right.
What are your top 2 favorite PVCC events to attend?
Yes. So this was a challenging question because picking your favorite events is like picking your favorite child, right? So I know better than to put myself on a podcast and say what my favorite events are. But in general, I would say this. Anytime I get to showcase student talent, as like being with the two of you here today, artistic expression, athletic events, academic competitions are innovators of the year. I love any opportunity where we can really showcase what our students can do and the community that we have. I think the time and talent and passion that our students put into who we are as a community are my favorite. So I know I'm dodging the question.
No, you're
So I
not.
didn't go with events, but I will tell you about my 2 favorite days on
Okay.
campus, okay? So my second favorite is commencement. I love celebrating. I love seeing our students walk across that stage. I love knowing all the energy that went into getting that degree, all the obstacles that had to be addressed to get there. So that event, I mean, you cannot beat it. And I've done 30 plus graduations at this point, and just you cannot miss that moment, right? It's
Gets
just
you every
fantastic.
time.
Every single time. But my very favorite day of campus, when I feel most alive, is the first day of class. I love the welcome tents that you all are involved in. I love the energy. There is nothing in the whole world that I enjoy more than a fresh notebook. Like, I really love a fresh notebook. A new highlighter, like that new school supplies, anything like that. Like, I am all in. Because for me, on that day, it's all about hope and opportunity and possibility, right? We know that hard stuff will come and things will come, but on that first day, you're cracking open that notebook and the whole world is before you. There's just nothing but
New
opportunity.
beginnings.
That is it. So those are my 2 favorite days on
I
campus.
love that, Janet. Great
That is
answer.
wonderful. So the beginning and the end.
The
to
beginning
that.
and the end.
Very nice. Okay, our next question for you is why higher education and why PVCC?
Yeah. So I already started, right? Like, I wasn't good in the field. I wasn't good in the kitchen. But really, truly, for me, higher education is the gateway to all things that are possible, right? I really believe in educating the whole student. We have that as a part of our mission here. And what that means to me is that all pieces of who somebody is, right? Getting to know yourself, getting to know your talents and where they fit, getting to know your values and who you are as a person. All of those pieces happen in this environment.
Yeah.
Plus, you're surrounded by nothing but talent. So in this room right now, I know our listeners can't see, but there's like 25 people in here who are all talented and passionate and caring about what's happening in that space. And that's what I get to do every day, is be in a place of ideas and of innovation and in passion and in people who are willing to work hard and think about hard things. So for me, education is that cornerstone of healthy communities. I don't believe that there can be a healthy community without a strong educational institution. So that is higher ed for me. PV is one of the most special places I've ever been.
Yeah.
So I think we take that whole student concept and pull it into everything we do. It's really about having that space where we are all in it together. We feel connected. We get to know each other. I get to know the students. Students, I hope, get to know me. So thank you for providing me this opportunity, and their faculty and their staff. There's just nobody here who doesn't care about the success of our students on that graduation day. Like, we're all in it together. So for me, this is the most special place I could be.
Yeah, thank you. And we can feel the connection on PVCC campus as soon as you walk on there. It's like, oh my God, everybody's here, everybody's waving, everybody's smiling, everybody's here for the students and the betterment of the students in the community. So I love that.
So for me, there's no greater compliment than what you just said. That's that is exactly how I want the campus to feel, right?
It does feel
and it
like
takes all of us. And I wish, you both know me well enough to know, I wish I could be around for every single student and in every hallway and get to see all the things, and I cannot. So it is just about us creating that atmosphere for each other, right? Where everyone feels like they matter. Life is too hard. The world is too cold.
That's true.
We need to have a place here where everyone feels like that they belong, and have somebody who will smile at them or open a door for them. It goes a long way.
And PVCC is that place. Another question. What is the funniest story you can remember during your time here?
So the same thing. You catch me on these ist moments, because there's somebody out there that was like, I thought my moment was the funniest. So I will just say this. I love to play. I love all things play. So I love to be out in places where we can do things. So I've been known for things like snowballs and rideables and great Halloween parties.
I keep missing
and
the
playing games.
rideables.
I'm telling you, the rideables are a really good time. And yes, I got in trouble with risk management, but we're working through that. It's fine. I believe fun is a part of how we do our experience. So I'll tell you two quick stories. One is, as I was learning this role and showing off, I decided to take a really special high-level guest to one of Andrea Robertson's finals. Why? Because I love to showcase our students. It was her play acting final, and I was expecting G-rated Disney versions of fights, and I got a different version of fights, and so we really got to show that off, and that was one of my both funny and embarrassing moments, because I didn't expect that, and our students are really good at killing each other.
Oh my God.
And so I showed that off in quite a way. The other one that I can remember is during COVID, we had to do drive-through graduations, and so we would have students driving through, and the amount of truck beds that we got into, and students falling out, and the limos coming. I mean, it was all sorts of things, but it was really silly and a lot of fun.
Do you have any photos from those the
Yes.
drive-by?
Oh, yes.
I would
You
love
should
to
check
see
it-
those.
You should check them out. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. All right. And our next question for you is, how do you keep the iconic positive smile on your face?
Well, first, I just want to thank you for that question. That's a very kind question, and I hope that's there. The only way I can answer this is I feel like my job is to reflect back what's given to me. So the smile I have is genuine because I have, look what I'm sitting with the two of you, right? And so my job is just to reflect back what I see. And there's so much good here. There's so much positivity that I hope my smile reflects back to people what they're giving me.
It does. It does. Gorgeous, iconic smile.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this is kind of like a two-parter question.
Yeah.
So at NSO, I've had the opportunity to watch you during new student orientation. And each time there's almost an instantaneous connection that is formed between you and the incoming students. Now, taking into consideration your 25 plus years in higher education, do you still get nervous delivering an address or speech? And also, if so, what is your warm-up routine?
Yes, it's such a great question. So, as I was saying, I get nervous every single time.
Every single time.
I just
I
hate
don't
it.
see that,
It is so hard for me. The idea of being any type of center of attention, I don't want to be on stage. That is not something that I understand. So it's a significant warm-up routine. One of the things, and actually there's several of our fine and performing arts teams here that really helped me, and I mean this very seriously, that I practice really hard. Like, I still have to warm up. I still have to prepare. And even though I may be saying similar things each time, really being thoughtful. And the other thing for me, especially with orientation, is I recognize what a privilege this role is. And so I never want to take that for granted. And I know what it takes for a student to walk into new student orientation. That is not easy. To get to that point, to be ready to go to school, to willing to put yourself out there. So I have to give at least equal effort to what those students are giving me, right? And so trying to find that connection and understanding that I have a real responsibility to them. They showed up, I have to show up too, and this is my role, this is what I play. So I try to find someone, you all have seen me do this, I try to find someone who will respond back to me. There is always some person in the audience that is willing to give you back something. And you have to find that person, right, and play off them and try to help get there. I'm surrounded by really great people, and so I look for that space. And just really try to remember why I'm here each time. I try very hard to not have anything just be the repeat, right? Like it's a new experience every time for every student that sits in that seat. Even though you all staff are like, okay, we've heard that joke, Jana. It might be the first time they've heard that joke,
That's true.
right?
And
And so
never
you
gets-
have to deliver with that same passion each and every time.
Thank you. Great answers.
Well, thank you.
Jana.
Great questions.
I think all of the students, if I speak on behalf of them, feel that way too. They feel that you're being genuine with us and actually on our side when we first get here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, actually, I remember you on my first NSO, and I was outside, and you're like, "What are you doing outside? Come on, get on it." So just your smile is infectious, your personality is infectious, and I just feel the connection and the care from you.
Wow. This is like so good for my I need you coaching me every day. I need you on my hype crew. So thank you very much.
Well, you'll be able to listen to this after it's out too. So,
Thank you.
okay, here's another question for you. What 3 things can you not leave the house without, excluding your phone and your keys?
Yes. This one was easy for me to think through.
Okay.
I don't leave the house without coffee. It was, because I didn't tell you the full truth on the smile, also coffee. Right? So we all have to like keep our energy up somehow. So coffee, I really, here in the desert, always drink your water.
Hydrate.
Right.
Hydration is key.
Well, and my chapstick.
I love that.
Right? I
Yeah.
talk a lot.
Yeah.
And so,
No crystal
you know,
lips.
you got to be ready to go.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
for that.
welcome.
You have been here at PVCC for almost 7 years. What advice would you give to Jana 7 years ago and freshly entering into this position, into PVCC?
I thought this was such a wonderful question, so thank you so much for asking this. I think I have spent this past year giving the advice of being curious about one another. And I think one of the things I would say to all new professionals, and definitely to Jana 7 years ago, is I wish I would have spent more time being curious on day one. Just really being thoughtful about how did this place come to be? How did people come to be? Some people have been here since the start of this school, and that is fantastic, right? The amount of information they have,
Wisdom.
the history, the why is that chair there, why is this tree here, like they know the answers to those questions. And I think as a new professional, you come in and you just want to make an impact and you want to make a difference, and so you start into change mode too quickly. And I feel like I've played catch up in like going back and being really thoughtful about why are things the way they are, what could we do differently, and it allows you to go forward differently because you know the history then of what's there, right?
I love that.
And so you may still be moving forward, you may still be making a change or making a recommendation, but you're doing so with the wisdom that created the community that you're a part of, right? And so I wish I would have been more curious when I first came on campus.
Okay, curiosity, that's a human trait.
And
Yes.
what made you feel this way? Like, what made you want to be more curious?
So as I got to know the stories that are here, as I got, you see people and you may see things and you're thinking, what in the world? Why is that the way that is? Or why is this? And I would find myself making judgments like, oh, we just need to clean that up. It just needs to be different. We just need to do. And then almost every single thing had a story behind it, had a thread that I needed to know, or a connection that needed to be there, or a person that needed to tell me why something was the way that it was. And so I feel like I'm a better administrator now that I have those stories as a part of my experience, and I know those relationships and where those pieces came from. It allows me, again, I think, to really help us move forward together in a different way.
And I love that there are people willing to tell you
Oh my
the
gosh,
stories.
me too.
And you're willing to listen. I love that.
Me too.
Okay, on to our next question.
Our question is, for any future educators listening, what encouraging words can you leave with them?
Yeah. I love this question too. Listen, it is a hard time out there.
Yeah.
And I never want the joy that I have, the happiness I have, to ever feel either not genuine or authentic, and recognizing how challenging the environments are that we're in, right? Because that's just true. People live in really tough times. Our students are dealing with really tough circumstances, all those different pieces. So what I want to say to people in education is there's still so much to do. Like, we're just getting started. There's so much opportunity. And there is no, for me, there is no greater gift than someone trusting you with helping them with their future.
Oh, I love how you put that. That's
Right?
great.
Like, when somebody says, I trust you enough to try, or show up, or go to class. So for someone to choose to go to school here and say, I trust you with my thoughts about the future, that's huge. And so for me, that's what education is. That's what we get to do. And so try really hard. That, there are hard things and there are tough things in this world, but don't let the cynicism get you. Don't ever believe that there's not a difference we can make. And sometimes it's a little tiny thing. Sometimes it's just a tweak.
Yeah.
But that tweak is what can really move us forward, right? It's the pebbles in the water, right? It's the ripples that are going to continue to go. And for me, that's what education's all about.
Thank you so
That's wonderful.
much. That is wonderful. Okay, next question.
Yes.
What intentional steps have you been taking to include students of different backgrounds and all walks of life on campus?
Yeah. So this is what I love about the community college.
Yeah.
Like, every single student should have a place here, should feel like they matter here. Everyone should get
I
that
agree.
hi, how are you, and that welcome. And I can only be who I am. So the most important thing for me is to see students with where they are at. So our faculty will tell you, I love to go to a classroom. I love it so much. I love being invited in. I love sitting at the Intercultural Center. I love sitting with our CPA team over it. I love being in the spaces where our students are, because that's where they feel most comfortable. And then I get to see their authentic selves. If I only show up where I am, or I might naturally go, you get the fluff story and the side and whatever you're supposed to say to a president, which who knows what that is, but right? People, I'm fine, I'm good, whatever, right? But if I go to the spaces where they're in to just listen, to just be and just experience what our students are experiencing, that's when I think I really get to understand what's needed and where things are going. And then I try to work really intentionally with our staff and faculty. You all know this, representation matters.
Yes, it does.
Having people from all different backgrounds matter. There are people that are going to connect with me, and then there are people that are not, right? And so then making sure we have a whole group of people that everybody can find their one.
Yeah, everyone can
And-
belong.
Right? And I tell the staff and faculty all the time, we don't all have to be everyone's one. You know, I want to be. But we can't all be everyone's one. But if everyone is someone's one,
Then everyone has
then
someone.
everybody will have something.
Yeah.
Everybody will have that place. So that's just being really intentional that we have staff that can reach out and faculty that can reach out and create those spaces for students and creating those opportunities. And then just really trying to listen, not from my own experience, but from what the students are telling me, right? Depending on where that experience is. For example, do you know we have a rock band that is made up of almost all 70-year-olds?
I did not.
I did not know that either. But they told me, and I was like, okay, that is a show I need to go to, right?
Where's the show?
I will let you know.
Okay.
They sent me the dates. But just being where our students are doing their thing, whatever their thing is one of the most important strategies for me.
Thank you so much for that, Jana.
Thank you. All right. Here's a big question.
All right.
What are the top 3 songs on your song playlist?
So I actually have, this is really the truth, and this is where you're going to be like, okay, mom vibes, here it goes. So just hang in, you'll be all right. But I do have a PVCC playlist. So I do have a list that I play. One of our colleagues that is standing behind the camera knows I love a lot of Bon Jovi. Listen, I think I can do it, like all those things. But here are the 3 songs that I often play when I'm thinking about PV.
Okay.
Okay, so Jimmy World, The Middle. Yeah, you all don't know these songs.
that one.
Just look it up, though. It really,
Okay. We'll look it up.
One of our faculty members sang it for us at new student orientation. I don't think any of the students knew the song, but I'm telling you, the words are really good. So just imagine me singing them to you. Okay. That's fine. Stick with the mom vibes for a second. All I Know So Far by Pink.
Oh, okay.
I love Pink.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I love Pink.
Okay. All right.
I don't know that song,
All
but I
right,
know
okay.
Pink.
Well, check it out. This is also a throwback, but just trust me on this one. Where Is the Love by Black Eyed Peas.
That's a good one. I really
trust
like that
Hannah.
song. I'll
Hannah.
show you later.
Okay, I'll listen
It's
to
a
it.
good one.
Top
So
3.
take a look at those
Okay.
and think PV.
I'll get
There's
back to
my
you
thoughts
with
for
that.
you. Okay.
I will. Okay. Favorite book that you have read in 2025?
So this is a cheat answer, but it really is true. So we did an all-college book read on The Good Life, and I really enjoyed this book. And so if you haven't checked it out, it's the longest happiness study that they have done. So they've followed people all through their life and just looked at what makes a happy life, what makes a good life, what makes people feel, and it's relationships, right? It's the relationships we have. It's all those different pieces, but it's
Yeah.
just really tracking. I loved the stories that was in it. I loved thinking about the community we're trying to build here and how important community is, both your personal lives and your professional lives, having that community that you feel connected to, how important that is. So I enjoyed it. Yes, we got to read it as faculty and staff, so it is a cheat because it was both an assignment
It's
and a book for pleasure, but it really was a good book.
Is it available in the library?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to check it
You
out.
check it out.
I will,
Okay.
Jana. Okay.
And our final question for you today is one word to describe the 2026 upcoming PVCC school year.
So the word I'm going to choose is rising. And what I really mean is once we really feel like we have established ourselves, right, then it's about where are we going, where are we growing, how are we moving forward together. I love what you two told me, so I'm going to say back to your audience. So what you told me about why you're doing what you're doing is you want to mark this moment in time, right, and get to know as many stories about what. For me, you're marking the rising. You're marking the time that we are at where PV is becoming, right? And how important that moment is. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for your efforts to really shine the light on those stories.
It's no problem. Thank you so much for joining us, Jana. It's been
Absolutely.
such a pleasure.
It's fun.
And also, growing together, does that have a connection to do with the rising?
Absolutely, right? Because we can't do it any other way. We
can't.
have to be all together. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jana Schwartz.
Thank you so much.
Do we